Welcome, everyone, to a WCC Chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Gonzaga's Lisa Fortier. The Zags are number 10 in the coaches poll, number 11 in the AP poll, having a historic season, 27-2 heading into their final at Portland, certainly with massive momentum going into the WCC Tournament in Las Vegas. First, let's take a step back, Lisa, because I'm thinking back the way last season ended. I was there in Las Vegas. Such an unfortunate ending with the injuries. And, you obviously got in the NCAA tournament, but it was not the same team because of those injuries. What changed in terms of this season? Were you able to really get this thing together despite not having that full momentum because of what happened at the end of last year?
Well, there's so much time between last season ending and this year starting. And, we are a totally different team. But we have the majority of the team back. And they didn't have a great taste in our mouth last year, but we did taste a little bit of success, and we saw that if we stick together, we can achieve the things that we did prior to the injuries, and then we can do well post-injuries too. And we didn't win the game against Oregon State to get into the Sweet 16, but we battled, and we were down a couple of really important players, and I just think that they're bought in to what we preach at Gonzaga, which is about working together and doing it as a team, and that it's not one individual player, it's a bunch of us pulling the rope in the same direction. Mike Raff loves to say that, and it's actually true. On our team. And so I think that they just came into it knowing that this team had something to prove. This particular team had never shown anybody anything, and just from day one they were ready to work and willing to listen and try and take the coaching and have each other's back.
Look, I normally don't like to compare the men's and women's teams because a lot of times it's apples and oranges, but there's something in the water in Spokane because both programs, certainly this season, have been incredibly resilient, have barely been sort of scathed by an opponent. In what way have you guys been able to deal with even a mini, just a tiny bit of adversity and not let a losing skid happen, or basically taking everybody's best shot wherever you've been on the road?
Well, I think we just prepare diligently for one team at a time, and we're always up against ourselves, always trying to get ourselves better and to make the right reads and the right decisions. A good shot versus Pacific is the same good shot versus BYU versus Portland. They're all the same. The opponent may be different, but what are we doing? And what kind of shots are we seeking? And so if we don't prepare, full way for every team individually, then you're in for trouble. You're certainly setting yourself up for failure if you do overlook somebody or just think of the next thing. Or if we start talking about the WCC tournament, next thing you know, Portland's going to bite you in the butt.
How much will this team embrace being the favorite in Vegas? Because that won't change regardless what happens in Portland.
Sure. I think that they're an interesting group. So I think the coaches, we're always worried that the players are going to be thinking that, or the players are going to be thinking that, or wanting this, and I think this group seems to just kind of be the kind that just shows up and does what we say and tries their very best. I don't think that they have Twitter and Instagram and all the social medias, and I think that they're aware of what's going on out there, but either they really believe us, and when we tell them that you have to show up and go to work and we have to make adjustments and all the things that we're saying, or they don't really care about the stuff that people are saying. I'm not sure which. Maybe a little bit of both. But I think that they're going to be ready. They are a hungry group. I think that they set goals in the non-conference and in the preseason, and they're trying to attain all of them. And, part of Vegas, applies to some of those goals that they have set. So I think that they're going to be hopefully very ready and eager for whatever happens after Saturday once we get through that one.
Appreciate it, Lisa. I'll see you in Vegas.
Thanks, Andy.